Okay.
Yeah, it has like. Yeah, like, if I don't spar with right here,
What a night of fights, right? It was a great night of fights. You know, first of all, I always like to start out and say thank you to each and every one of you for coming out and supporting us here at Invicta. And most of all, a big thanks to my athletes. You know, every time they step into that cage here at Invicta, they always leave me excited about the performances. So, and with that being said, it's not very often that we do this, but every once in a while you have one of those nights that you just can't decide which fight gets fight of the night. So tonight we're going to award 2 fights of the night, and it's going to go to Raquel and Adrian for their fight, Sharon Jacobson and Delaney Owens for that fight. We're going to give out performance bonuses to Faith Van Duyn and Livia. So, yeah, and then we're going to go ahead and open the floor now for any questions. Yeah.
So after Faith won, she said she wanted to fight the champ. So is that fight happening? Faith against. Oh. So after Faith won, she called out the champ. So is that the fight that's happening at the next Invicta? Faith against Cyborg?
Well, like I said to Faith, is that what you really want? And she says yes. So I think she's definitely the next one that'll step up probably and face Cyborg. You know, let's face it, not many people are standing up there saying that's what they want. So, you know, it's certainly something that Julie and I are going to talk about, but she wants it. I don't see any reason not to give it to her.
This question is for Faith also. Why is it that you didn't call out Charmaine Tweet after the fight to kind of bring that back up from Invicta FC 10 because that fight didn't happen? Is it possible that she's someone in your radar as well still? Or is it, I'm done with her, I need to move on to the champion?
Yeah, my goals are to be world champion, so the next person I want to face is Cyborg. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Dan Cox with Love MMA. 2 questions. One, Vanessa, congratulations. Did you expect the fight to go the way that it went?
Sim, eu estava esperando como era para ser feito. Estou feliz, estou contente. E é meu trabalho é ganhar, fazer a minha parte, e estou feliz por isso.
Definitely, she was waiting for that. She was totally ready. That's her job. She came here and she did what she does. She won, and she's very, extremely happy that it went her way.
And I have to ask the new champ, the Brazilian gangster, you did exactly what you said you would do. Was there anything in there that you were surprised by in that fight? Did she bring something different to the table than you thought you might have?
Yeah, then Gaethje is a really tough opponent. She's more stronger than me, but I made my job. My job is win fights and believe in my jiu-jitsu. My strong point is my jiu-jitsu. I believe in it, and now I'm the new champ. That's it. That's simple.
And real quick, Faith, incredible fight. I was so impressed. Were you surprised by the way that fight went? Because you said you were looking to finish in the first round. And I'm curious, did she bring anything to the table that you weren't expecting?
No, I knew she was going to come quick and hard, and she had good ground and pound, so I just had to get through that and work my game. And, yeah, I knew I had to finish in the second because I was, yeah. Yeah.
It was a great
Good
card,
fight.
great card.
Thank you.
That was a question for Faith. That was an awkward position to get that choke. Is that something that you've hit in practice before? Because usually if you get that grip, it's a rear naked with hooks. That was almost like a modified bulldog choke. Can you talk about how that went? And is that something that you hit in training?
No, I've never done it before, but when I did feel that I was trying to get her back. I put the choke in first, and then I was wanting to transition to a bulldog choke, but then I could feel that it was tight and getting tighter, so I just kept hold.
And question for Raquel. That was a really fantastic performance by yourself. The first 2 rounds definitely went your way. Did you know you were up at the third, and was that in your mind at all in the final 5 minutes?
I knew that I was up, but I should have gotten off of my back, but I felt comfortable there. I didn't feel like I was taking damage. I wanted to look for the submission, but I should have stood up, but I knew that I had the fight at the end.
Final question here for Livia. That triangle that you finished the fight with, Gaethje hung out in it for quite a while. Can you talk about the adjustment that you made to actually get the tap?
Oh, that's really just position. In the first round, rear naked choke, but she don't tap. But she tired on 4 round, and I made my job. And I just position and finish him. Gaethje is never tapping at this moment. And now I'm first, and now I'm champion. So that's it.
How you doing? My name is Cole Vick from MMA Jam. I guess I'll start with you, Vanessa Porto. In your fight with Roxanne Modafferi, you incorporated a lot of leg kicks. Did you know that your leg kicks were going to be the difference maker in this fight?
Sim, eu tava e eu venho no Muay Thai, trabalho muito Muay Thai, então a minha posição é muito chute, eu chuto bastante, enfim, era o que eu estava esperando, porque ela mantém muita a base dela na frente, então foi isso que eu fiz.
Definitely. She, her strong point is Muay Thai, and she wanted to incorporate all her kicks because it's one of her strong points, and she knows that her game is standing, so she went for it.
Now for Raquel Aluhi, that was a fantastic performance that you had, not just in this performance against Idiane Gomez, but in your previous performance against Caitlin Young. I believe the 135-pound title is vacant for you. Do you feel as though with those wins, you could be knocking on a door to a title shot?
I believe so. I beat 2 of, I think they're in the top 5. I think maybe, they were talking about Tanya, or, just people saying Tanya and Irene, but I'll fight any of them. I want the belt. The belt's vacant, and the bantamweight division needs a champion, and I want to be that.
I definitely hope that happens. For the champ, Ms. Renata Olivia Souza, it was a great performance. And I know you're undefeated, but just in this getting this championship, is this one of the proudest moments of your career so far?
Repeat, please. I don't understand you.
In getting the championship, is that the one of the proudest moments of your young career? I think you're 5-0 now, but is this getting the championship one of the proudest moments for you as a fighter?
Yeah, sure. That's the biggest moment. I have a short career, 8 fights. It's not a long career, and I only thanks for the confidence, Shannon, Julie, and all the Invicta staff. I really thanks for the belt, for the chance, my coaches, my team, and this fight is the most important and most hard of my career. Gaethje is a tough girl, and she deserves all credits by this fight too. She's a tough opponent, really tough girl.
All right, thank you so much, everybody.
Welcome.
Do you think Gaethje deserves a rematch, Livia? Would you give her a rematch? A rematch with Gaethje? Do you think she deserves it?
No. Because she took opponent, but I submit him. She's never tapped at this moment, and I first girl to meet him. Her. Okay.
You didn't have to cut a lot of weight for this fight. Do you think that moving down to 105 could be in your future?
That's possible. That's possible.
This question is for Vanessa Porto. Vanessa, you may have a possible rematch coming up with Barb. How excited are you to be able to face her once again? And is there anything that you feel that you might have an advantage on this time in the next matchup with her as opposed to your last fight?
Treinar, voltar, dar uma descansada e focar 100% no treino para poder trazer esse cinturão pro Brasil. E é trabalhar, é treinar, focar na luta. É mais uma chance que eu tô tendo de ter e com certeza vou levar pro Brasil o cinturão, com certeza.
Definitely. Right now, after she rests for a while, what she's going to do is concentrate on her training so that she can bring it on to Barb. And she's going to take the belt back to Brazil. And, you know, her main goal right now is just rest, train, and see what happens.
And then I have a question for Raquel. You know, you were talking about some possible matchups with people like Tanya Evinger, but I personally am seeing like a fight with like you and like Irene Aldana in the 135 division. How would you feel about a matchup like that? And do you think that you have a skill set that could actually be as, you know, dominant in a sense as you were tonight against Eddie and Gomez?
I'll fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. You guys know that about me.
Right.
So, you know, I'll fight whoever. It's not that I'm calling people out. Those are the top girls in my division, and I feel like I'm the best at 135. So I want to fight for the belt.
Okay, thank you.
We just have a couple of questions from fans. This one is for Raquel. You started your career against some really tough fighters. Do you think that helped you evolve as a fighter?
It has. I don't feel afraid. I don't, you know, I feel like I've fought the best girls, and, you know, so my career went a little backwards where I fought the best, like, you know, super tough girls, and it forced me to you know, learn about myself, like, in the process. And, you know, I took some losses, but I think I'm where I'm at now because of that, you know, those fights. And, you know, you just learn and you grow, and, you know, I'm here today, so it was good.
Next question is for Faith. How much do you think your win will help you help the growth of women's MMA in New Zealand?
I hope it helps a lot. There's a lot of potential in New Zealand that hasn't been seen yet, so yeah.
I just have one final question for the champ. Hi, champ. How you doing? I actually have a question for you. How have you enjoyed your experience here in Kansas City so far? And with this being the home for Invicta, are you going to be excited to come back? And is there any particular food you enjoyed while you've been here so far?
I'm really impressed for all the images and emotions in my first time in America, for the title with the fans. I'm really happy about all of this. It's a new word to me. I really enjoy that. But I like McDonald's, but I don't eat.
Yes.
I don't yet because I'm in the fight.
Right.
But I like McDonald's.
Thank you, champ.
Question for Shannon. So 2 fights have been announced for the next Invicta, the one in July. I'm just wondering, are you able to reveal any other fights that are on that card? Or who might be appearing on that card?
I'll give you one more. We're definitely going to have Catherine Castigo on the card. So, yeah, you know, we're looking at that matchup with Amber Brown. So,
And, go on.
Oh, you'd like
And
me to go
what about,
on.
and you guys just signed Marina Shafir.
Yeah.
Do you know when she might be making her debut?
When she's ready, we'll put her in.
This question is for the champ. With the recent turnaround in the strawweight title, I'm just wondering, looking at the division left in Invicta, who do you think is your biggest threat at 115?
I don't know. I only pay attention on my game. It doesn't matter that other athletes in my weight. I don't care because I'm the champion, and in my first time in America, I'm the champion. Okay? Don't worry about other opponents. I don't care.
Thank you.
You gotta love that attitude, right?
Yep.
McDonald's and don't care who she fights.
My question is for Faith. You live in New Zealand, which is a very long distance away from America, and you stated that you want to get your chance at the title, but it's a very far trip. Could you ever see yourself moving here to America to have more opportunities for a title, for example?
My family has talked about it, but my family are my drive, and I can't leave them. And all my training partners, they're the ones that got me here. So, yeah, I'm happy to stay home. That's where I get all my strength from.
And I have one question for Shannon Knapp. Hey, Shannon.
Hey there.
Now, you've gotten a nice with the Brazilians. You've got a couple of girls from Mexico. Are there any other countries of girls that are piquing your interest? Because I know back for a long time you had Japanese girls as well. Are there any other countries that are piquing your interest lately?
Every country piques our interest when it comes to looking for athletes. So, yeah, I mean, we are in talks with some girls from Russia. I mean, we're all over the board right now. And, that's what we need to do to keep developing the talent and to put on the best fights in the world. So,
thank you, Shannon.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I want to once again thank everybody for coming out and supporting us. And congratulations to all the winners tonight. You guys have a good night. And thank you.
Sure.
With the girls.
I need a pic with Shannon and Julie later.
She just don't care. Yeah.